For us, it's business as usual. We won a big game this past weekend, but we're moving on, and we're worrying about us, and we're worrying about how we can improve every day, and how we can get better as a team to take on the talented Missouri team this Saturday and come out victorious.
First question comes from Dwayne Rankin of the Montgomery Advertiser.
Yes, no. So just on James Franklin, just watching him this year, as far as what you guys have seen on film, what stands out about the Missouri quarterback?
He's poised. He's played a lot of football. He's a guy that's he's a mobile guy. He's a dual threat quarterback, and he makes stuff plays out of nothing. But for us, it's going to be about affecting them, and it's going to be about stopping their run game. We should have a good run game, and then when we get chances to affect them in third down situations, we got to get to him and get off the field. So he's a great quarterback, though.
Let us follow up. But one of the things that you guys have done all year is rotate defensive linemen. How much fresher are guys now as opposed to a year ago because of that?
I think it's huge. With Coach Gardner, he told us in the spring. He said, he's looking for 10 to 12 guys to come in and play a lot of snaps, and we know that. We know that one, we're in the best shape of our lives, and two, that Tuesdays and Wednesdays are going to be our days to work, but come Saturday we're going to be fresh, and we're going to be rotating, and guys are going to be able to feed off each other and make a lot of plays. So, we know that coming in. So every play we just try to go out there and give it all, and when we get tired, we get out of the game and get a blow.
Thanks, Nosa.
Thanks,
Next question comes from Edward Ashoff of ESPN.com.
So can you just talk about the turnaround that this team has had this season? And obviously play on the field is certainly different, but just the attitude change, the mentality of this team compared to last year.
Yeah, for us, we just, in January we got together, and Coach Malzahn got with us, and he said it's going to be a new day, and then it started with our workouts with Coach Russell, and we really preached it. We preached, just getting better every single day, and not worrying about, not dwelling on last year, but learning from it, and just worrying about us, worrying about the moment, and I feel like we got a great group of seniors, and guys that are leading, and for us, we just want to make sure that the young guys are playing for us and we're playing for them, and we just got a bunch of guys that are playing for each other, and we're hungry, and just from what happened last year, guys learned a lot from it, and they're willing to go out there and fight for one another, and that's really showing on Saturdays.
From where you guys were at that point to be here now, SEC championship, possible BCS, depending on what happens, and could you have imagined even this? And obviously, you would have thought your team would be good, but do you think you could even be this good?
Well, the thing that sticks out to me is when, Coach Malzahn called all the seniors into his office, before we started two-a-days, and, he asked us the goals for the season. And across the board, we all said that we just wanted to have the biggest turnaround in college football history. And that was our biggest deal. We know that everything else will take care of itself, but if we get better every day, we'll have the biggest turnaround in college football. And we didn't really put wins and losses on that. We just wanted to worry about having the biggest turnaround. I think we've achieved that, and we still have amazing goals to achieve this Saturday and moving forward.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Next question comes from David Morrison of the Columbia Daily Tribune.
Hey, Nosa, I know you might have had just limited contact with Gus or Coach Malzahn when he was the offensive coordinator, before he came back as head coach. But how is he different as a head coach than he was when he was, an assistant back in 2010, 2011?
Well, for me, we spoke quite a bit, when he was offensive coordinator. But he's still the same Coach Malzahn. He's still very, very big on the little things. He's still preaching, just the fact that, you got to take care of the little things, and everything else will take care of itself. And, I would always hear him tell the offense that, and now he's just telling the whole team. And, as far as, changes, there's not many, and it's really, a testament to him, because Coach Malzahn, he's really, he's a guy that crosses the T's and dots the I's, and just very minute focus on every little thing, and that's what we try to do. We just try to go out there and we try to focus and play hard for him.
And just you personally being a member of the 2010 team and then having to go through last year, I mean, just how tough were those tough times, and then how important was it to you to get back to, where you started at Auburn, basically?
It was tough. Last year was tough. It was a roller coaster ride, and when you go through, losing teammates, before a season starts, and then you go through, the losses of last year, it was tough. But we grew. We became, so close as a unit, because when you're losing like that, there's nobody else that you can really lean on. You got to lean on each other, and we learned a lot from that, and it's really paid off dividends, I feel like, this year, and I feel like we're the closest, we've been since I've been here. We just got a bunch of guys that really love playing, with each other, but for each other, and that's the big thing, and it's awesome feeling, getting wins with your brothers.
Thank you.
If there are any additional questions for Nosa, please press *1 on your keypad. Next question is from David Pascal of the Chattanooga Times Free Press.
Hey, Nosa, kind of as a follow-up to the fact that you were on the 2010 team, can you compare the rides of the 2010 and 2013? Has this been more of which ride has been more fun for you to be on, if you can ever kind of take a step back and kind of debate that?
It's hard to compare them. We're still in a fight right now, so I haven't really had time to just sit back and reflect. But 2010 was an awesome year. I was a freshman on that team, and I was just making the most of the moment. I didn't really know what to expect. I was just coming in kind of broad-eyed, but I was playing hard for those seniors, and that's the same thing we got going on this year. We had a big-time senior class my freshman year, and I feel like we have a senior class like that this year. Maybe not as many in numbers, but probably definitely an impact. But we got those guys that they're playing for us now. And it's just it's awesome. How the things change with us being freshmen playing for the seniors and having the young guys playing for us now. It's a really nice feeling, and it's hard to compare the two, but they're just both awesome experiences.
And I know you've talked about before the season and your goals of having the biggest turnaround. Was there a moment during the season, Jay that was on the call earlier said that actually the way you guys came back against LSU, even though it was in defeat, kind of let him know that y'all were on for something special. Was it the same moment for you, or was there another moment this year in a game where you kind of felt like, hey, Auburn could be on to something special?
Yeah, I think three just really stuck out for me. That LSU game, like Jay said, the first quarter was tough. The rain, the turnovers, and we were down at the half, but we fought. We really did, and we had a chance to win at the end. And we came up short, but you saw that guys, how much it carried, how much that loss really hurt. And that Mississippi State game was big. That last drive was huge. We found a way to win that game, and then going to College Station and beating the top 10 team on the road was another validation. That just showed what type of team we are, and the fact that when it comes down to the end of the game, we're going to find a way to win.
Thank you.
Next question is from Paul Newberry of the Associated Press.
Yeah, hey, do you think, obviously it's a lot of discussion about rankings and the BCS. Do you feel like the winner game on Saturday, whether it's you or the Missouri, deserves a shot in the national championship game?
Definitely, and that's what we're worrying about. We're worrying about Missouri. At the end of the day, all that's going to take care of itself. People are going to realize that how tough SC is, and what it takes to be a champion in this league. And all the rest of that will take care of itself. But our main focus is Missouri, and it's going out there and getting better every single day and focusing on doing that to get a victory on Saturday.
Thank you.
Next question is from Todd Palmer of the Kansas City Star.
Hey, Nosa. I'm just curious. Missouri's got a pretty balanced offense, and you kind of mentioned James Franklin. They got those big receivers, but does their run game concern you at all? They've been pretty effective, between the tackles and also some speedy backs that can get outside and make big plays. So How much of a challenge do you think that run game is going to be?
I mean, they got a great run game. You know, they're really balanced, like you said. And you know, for us, it's just going to be about first and second down. You know, controlling the line up front. You know, we know it's going to be on us up front. And you know, if we can handle it up front, then we'll get in opportune situations on third down. That's fake Franklin, and that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to go out there and play our game on first and second down and have some fun on third down.